Remember was chillin' with broski. We coming through on some low key. Diamonds I keep on my own me. My niggas staying up on me. I gotta go and go get it. My niggas they coming with me. You can just.
What's good, everybody? It's your girl Mina J, back here with another Vlogmas video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment. And don't forget to let people know who I am, Mina J, aka Maya. And go follow me on TikTok, Maya_cute21, and on the Instagram, Maya_brown18. If you like this video, once again, subscribe. Let's go. So when I first found out I was pregnant, it was in early January, and it was around the father of my child's birthday, and we were in a hotel room celebrating his birthday. He was getting turned up. I was just taking care of him because I was already pregnant. I didn't know, but I still drank a shot or two, and I'm like, because this was literally a day after we went to this hotel. So after a day after, I had to go right back to school. I was still in high school, 19 years old, grinding my grades up, this and that. And then one day I'm in English class and I'm like, yo, I feel sick. What's wrong with me? And the only thing in my head is exactly what I was right about, and I was pregnant. So I asked my teacher, I was like, can I go to the bathroom because I don't feel good? She's like, yeah. So I tried to run downstairs, you feel me? I couldn't make it, so I threw up in front of the nurse's doorway in the hallway. So I'm like, fuck. Alright, excuse my language, I'm sorry. But when I found out I was pregnant, I'm like, whoa. Okay, that's a shocker. So, yeah, I was shocked that I was pregnant. First things first. I was excited and everything else. And I was just like, oh my God, I'm about to be a mommy. I was happy, I was scared, I was nervous. All that. You know the situation. For all the females who can relate. But then, as time went past by, me and my baby father didn't know, we weren't ready for nothing. He was ready, but I wasn't ready for nothing. But I was just like, I got this, we can do this, let's go. So, but in the midst of all of the drama and complication and miscommunications, mentally, physically, and emotionally, I was drained as a female carrying her own child. So being pregnant took a lot of stress on my body, took a lot of, it drained me. It drained me to the point where I felt like I didn't even want to move or get out the house anymore. I didn't want to be bothered. It didn't matter how far along I was. I just wanted to get over with and done with and push my baby out so I could finally have him, so I could feel good about myself. You know what I'm saying? So after I found out I was pregnant, I'm like, okay, I gotta get my game up. I gotta get mature. I gotta grow up. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. So boom. But the day I saw my baby, fully developed in my stomach, that's where it hit me nah, you meant to be a mommy. You meant to be a mommy. And I was just like, okay. And it was just, God gave me a blessing that I try to, get rid of. But he's like, no, this is your blessing. You have to keep this. So, boom, I kept my baby. And then we had all our appointments through all 9 months. And the closer we came to getting to our due date, the more active our baby was. The more stronger his heartbeat was, his muscles were strong, everything was beautiful. Never had a complication at all throughout my pregnancy. Never, other than stress. That's the only thing that I went through in my pregnancy. Stress, and you know how you are. You feel like you're not yourself. You feel insecure. You feel like this or you like that. So then, this is how I was looking. Oh my gosh, this is how I was looking through my pregnancy. I was tired, you guys. I was literally exhausted. I couldn't sleep. I was eating a little bit. I was eating a lot, kind of, but it was like I was able to eat more junk food than actual food. I wasn't really craving anything but chocolate like I do on a daily basis. I could crave chocolate even when I'm not pregnant, but it was more of salty things and chocolate to me. But I munched and I drank a lot of water. Water was my best friend. Water. When I got pregnant, I was like, dang, I don't think I could keep up with drinking water. I tried it before I even got pregnant. So what makes me feel like I could do it now? But the thing that made me do it is my baby. I wanted him to be hydrated. I wanted him to be okay. I wanted him to be healthy. So that's why I kept and I stuck to that. And I was just. And then, like, all that water that I drank my whole pregnancy for that whole 9 months, all that water stuck inside my body and helped me gain the weight as I was carrying my child. And I had bags under my eyes, as you can see. I was just like, I was just so tired. And then, like, he would be like sleep in my belly all day. But then at 4 o'clock in the morning, or like at 4:30 on the dot, he'll go crazy. Like, this is a video right here at 4 o'clock in the morning of him going crazy. Because, you know, that's my baby, that's my dog. He want to mess with mommy when I'm trying to sleep. And I feel like that's pretty much normal for most women who can carry. Their baby's more active at nighttime. And I was so excited. Me and my baby father, we were living in a small apartment together, our first apartment together. We were, trying to get everything that we can. I tried to plan my own baby shower. It went okay. It didn't go perfectly, which I didn't expect it to, but I did what I had to do as a mother to get what I needed to be done. Because I know everybody else who said they was going to chip in wasn't going to chip in. So I had to do that and take it on upon myself. Me and my baby father. So, boom. I was so excited after the baby shower. We had a whole bunch of gifts. And me in this video, that's me happy with my baby's brand new stroller. Because I was so ready to push it while he was in it, and he wasn't even out of me yet. So I was just like, I was extra excited and I was tired. I know y'all see the bag under my eyes and everything like that, but I was just so excited to be a mother. I found a lot of, I had to believe in myself that I can do what other women can do. I had to believe in myself because I was just so, my whole life, I always said, like, if I have a kid, I'll be the best mother ever to them. And I'm going to stick to my word because that's how I want to be. I don't want to be like, I'm not trying to offend nobody, but like anybody else, mom that is not really there. But yeah. And then this is the bassinet that we had got the baby. I believe it was a baby shower gift, or we picked it up by ourselves. I don't really remember, but that was his first bassinet ever. And yeah, he loved it. He slept in it a couple of times. He most likely slept with me and his father, but he slept in it a couple of times, so it was very useful at the same time, but not really necessary. But he still used it. But after all of that, my hospital bag, when I was around like 9 months pregnant, I hit my 40 week mark, and I was 40 weeks in 2 days, and I was having bad contractions every night around the same time that my son would be active, which was at 4:30, and I was crying and the tears like crazy. I was like trying to wake my baby father up. I'm like, I'm hurting, and then I'm trying to time my contractions with my phone, and it's like saying like they 5 minutes apart, 2 minutes apart, like they keep switching up. So the first time we went to the hospital to go see the doctor to see what was up, if I was dilating anymore or if I was contracting, so fast or whatever the case may be. And she told me, okay, I think you should just go home, take a bath, sit there real quick, maybe that'll help you dilate because he's not ready yet. So I'm like, okay. But I'm aggravated and irritated at the same time because I'm ready for this to be over with. So I'm like, okay, boom, we go home. I try and take a bath at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning or whatever time it was. And I get out. I don't have to put clothes on. I just wrap up in a towel and lay right in bed. And my contractions go off even worse. And at this point, I'm blaming the doctor. At this point, I am blaming the doctor that last looked at me. And I'm just like, okay, boom. So, boom, I'm having even more heart contractions. So the same night, we went back to the hospital. 2 days and 1 night. And boom, they kept me there. So I'm like, all right, yeah, keeping me here. And they were saying that I was about like 3 centimeters dilated. Well, I was about 2, but they were saying I was 3 because, they broke my water and then they made us stay there for like a whole 4 days because we went through the whole birthing process. And, I'm going to explain that. But we went back to the hospital and basically they said how much I was dilated and I was only like 1-2 centimeters dilated. So from that point on, all they could do for me was break my water, have me sit there until I dilate enough to be ready to push. So, boom. Once I hit 4 centimeters, I decided that I wanted the epidural because I couldn't take or manage the pain any longer. My pain tolerance was too low. So I was just like, all right, I'm ready for this epidural. I don't want to wait no more. So boom, they told my baby father, you gotta get out the room, son. You gotta get out the room because I had to get my epidural, and they do not allow people in there when they do that. So this is my first epidural. So y'all know I'm scared. I'm scared to the top of my heart is beating out my damn chest. So I was just like, all right, he telling me directions, telling me not to move. Put my head down, put my hands on top of my thighs, straighten out my back, don't move a muscle, because if you move a muscle, you could get paralyzed, and you could get hurt, or whatever. So I was so scared, I didn't do nothing. I listened to exactly what he said, because I was not risking it. No. So I stayed calm, and I was a G, because I was telling my baby father, like, I'm gonna be a G. So why after I get the epidural, it numbs my body from right here and down. And then my baby father said that I took a nap for about an hour or 2 and I was snoring. Yes, I was snoring. All the doctors heard me, but that was because I didn't sleep for about 2 to 3 days. And I was going through the contractions and I didn't have much sleep. I was tired. Like I said, I was tired. I was a tired mama. I had bags. My hair was never done. I always wore my some boxers or something and a sports bra because I was never comfortable in my actual clothes because I felt like I needed space with my belly. So I was like, no clothes, just a sports bra and some shorts. That's it. So, with that being said, I was knocked out from the epidural, and once I woke up, all the doctors came in the room, came to come check me, clean me, whatever they had to do to get me prepared. And my baby father, after they left, he used the little bathroom they got in your own little room where you give birth, when they have a bathroom inside when it's only for the patient. Well, my baby father went in there and he did the little number 2, right? And he done broke the toilet. He broke the toilet and boom. The joint flooded when the nurse went to go, after cleaning me up, the nurse went to go throw it out in the toilet and flush it, but everything came back up. So they had to quickly get me out of that room because I was already open on the table and everything. They already broke my water and everything. So right there with that over flooding in the room, that could cause bacteria infection. That could cause anything. So they rushed me out the room to another room. And when they came in at that time, I was already 7 centimeters dilated because they came to come check up on me. And then while I was switching rooms and I was sitting there for a couple minutes, about like 10-15 minutes, I had already hit 10 centimeters, y'all. I'm like, wow. So, okay, so you see all the doctors getting prepared to, give birth my baby. So, and to remind you, the female that is birthing my baby, she had identical twins herself in her own belly at 6 months. And she was birthing my baby at 9 or 10 months. So, I was just like, wow. And then it took me about like 10 minutes, just 10 minutes to get my baby out. It was not that hard at all. You could feel pressure, you could feel a little bit of pain in the booty area, but it was still okay. I was fine. I had my father in the room, I had my baby father in the room, and the 2 doctors. And this was all before coronavirus even was announced or anything like that. Coronavirus was not even out. Oh, well, yes it was. I lied. Sorry. It was out, but it wasn't as bad as it is now. It was like way in the beginning of when the coronavirus started. So I wasn't as worried. I was ready to get in the hospital and get out. So I was over it. And then we had to stay, once my baby was born, which you see right here, new mommy, and then you see our new father. Yes, he does have a great father, and he still has a great father. He will always be a great father because he's a real man. But so we got to the hospital, and then from that point on, when they put him on my chest, I loved it. He did not want to move from my chest, you guys. He heard my heartbeat instantly. He held my finger so tight. That was the first thing he did, was hold my finger so tight in my hand. And he was just rested on my chest, on my heart, listening to every beat until they took him to go clean him off and everything like that. And after they took him from me, I had to push my placenta out again, which I forgot all about. And I was just like, ugh. But I kept going. I kept pushing. I was so tired. My baby father was so happy. He couldn't stop taking pictures and videos. When he held him, boom, he was in love with him too. Cause it's like, how can you not? That's your first child. So when I gave birth to them, they had told me that I had a bacterial infection and they needed to make sure that it didn't get to the baby. So the whole 4 days that we were in the hospital, the baby was in the ICU, and every 2 to 3 hours I would have to go down there to either breastfeed him or feed him if he can't get latched on or whatever like that. So I would have to breastfeed him and stuff like that. And we went down there to spend time with him. We have a little bit of family go down there and spend time with him. And I just thank God that it was all before this coronavirus stuff happened, because I can't even imagine how people feel right now not having their family members in the room to help with support giving birth to a child, because a woman cannot go through something like that alone. And I'm so sorry for anybody who has to go through that alone. Nobody should ever go through that alone, because that is a lot of pain to go through by yourself, and it's a big risk to you and your body and your child. And it's like, you need support and motivation to get you through that, and that's exactly what I had. And I just can't imagine people who don't have that right now due to all this COVID-19 pandemic. Is crazy. But it's like, once we got home, you guys, first of all, the hospital breakfast, or the food, disgusting. But while we was there, before they even gave birthed me, before they even took the baby out or put the epidural in me or anything like that, when I came back the second time on the same night, they made me do labs around the hospital, literally, see, this is me and my baby father doing labs in the hospital.
It's
Just
almost
watch this.
that time, my people. It's almost that time. Baby Zay coming, man.
Tomorrow. So it's like, I was already going through pain. was just like, ugh, I might as well get him out now. But yeah, that's how it was. And then once we were able to go home after those 4 days, it was more like I was happy because I had my baby. I was calm. My body wasn't, bothering me at that point because I was worried about loving my baby. I was worried about loving my family, being with my family. So, boom, we got home. He saw his best in that. We put him in his best in that. My doctor told me just rest. You're on bed rest. Don't clean. Don't do nothing other than if it has something to do with the baby. If you're by yourself, that's it. But my baby father was such a great help. He was such a great help. But I did go through a lot of stress with that dude. I did go a lot of stress with him. He was stressed. I was stressed. It was a lot of, it wasn't much communication. But we're still good. We're still doing our parenthood, job. We know what we're doing, so we got it down packed. And now we have a 1-year-old. But when I was coming from the house, you guys, from the hospital, it was just so different. Something about it was so different, you guys. And I don't know what it is. It's like I'm a whole mommy now. I'm a whole mommy. So it's like my whole life is turned around. It's different. I don't get called Maya. I don't get called Auntie. I don't get called Nana. I don't get called none of that but Mama. And that hits different for me because it's something that I always wanted in life. I just didn't want it this early, but I'm glad I did it this early because it's good to have a child at a young age so that you already know how life is gonna be. So you know how to turn it into in your future. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that I had a baby at the age of 19. I'm glad because now I'm 21 and look at me with a 1-year-old. You know what I'm saying? But it was just a long ride for me, guys. A long ride. And I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys all of it because I feel like you guys need to know too. And I done got my baby, my hospital bag. Before I even went to the hospital, I done packed my baby a whole bunch of outfits for no reason. Well, it is always important. I packed him 3-4 outfits just in case he spit up or pooped everywhere or whatever. But I grabbed some outfits, 3 bibs, a whole bunch of diapers, wipes, some bottles, just bath stuff, hair stuff to wash them up. If the doctors don't wash them up correctly, I can do it myself. Stuff like that. I brought my clothes. I brought, my support bras that I needed after I gave birth. I brought me, a whole bunch of water bottles to stay hydrated after the fact that I gave birth. I made sure that I ate after I gave birth. I did all of that, guys. I did all of that. I packed all the hospital stuff that I needed and that my son needed, and that was it. I packed some fuzzy socks, some underwear, some clothes, mostly nightgowns because I was in the hospital, so more PJ comfortable stuff I packed for myself. But scrunchies for my hair. I didn't pack no makeup because I knew I was not gonna be in that type of mood to put on makeup after giving birth. No. But then we went home and that was basically it. Now we have a 1-year-old who says mama and dada and learning how to say bye-bye and love you and kisses. That's crazy. Yeah, and then since I'm teaching him how to do all of that, back before when he was 1 year old, me and his father had him trying to learn how to, get on his own 2 feet or how to crawl, you know what I'm saying? So this memory is every time I go back to his young ages, I go back in my TikTok, my Snapchat's history, and look at all of them, and just be like, wow. And this is what made me do this video today, because I'm like, wow, I miss all these memories. Let me share my journey about my pregnancy, because this was in 2019 and now it's 2020, about to be 2021, you know what I'm saying? So let me get it off. So yeah, this was his 6-month mark of a year and a half. This was his 6-month birthday. I had bought a whole bunch of cupcakes and everything to make sure that he had the best 6-month half-year birthday of all time, because you know mama's gonna make it happen for the baby. And I had a whole bunch of, when I was pregnant, I had a lot of help from my sister. She was real cool. She was always by my side, never gave up on me, because you know she knew I was under a lot of pressure and a lot of stress, and you know I appreciated that, and I love her for that, and I still do, and she still loves my baby, and I love her. And then we just tried a whole bunch of stuff with our son, you know what I'm saying? We tried everything that you need to teach your child at a certain age. Teach them how to crawl, how to walk, how to talk, how to, you know, find their feet, how to find their face, you know, their hands, you know, let them know what everything is now. And we did a great job at that. And, you know, it's like, what else can you possibly do? You know what I'm saying? It's like God gave you a blessing that you can't take back, or a blessing that you won't want to take back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you have a kid, it's real love and emotion that goes into that. And I'm so happy that I got a son to show me what real love is, because I never knew what it was before I had him. You know what I'm saying? I never knew what that was. And I still don't. But at some point, my son is going to show me, like, even more. Like, I know a little bit now, but my son is going to show me more. He's going to show me that I deserve way more than what I went through in the past or whatever. And, you know, if somebody's meant for you, they're going to come back regardless. But yeah, I just wanted to share all this information with you guys, because I needed you guys to know all that. Once my son was born, I decided, okay, I look in the mirror. Don't be that type of female to look in the mirror and discourage yourself and make yourself insecure and feel bad about your body. I put my work into my all to make my body look how it looks now. And when I tell you guys, it's nothing compared to what I looked like before I got pregnant, because this is what I looked like before I got pregnant. And this is how I look now. And I tried my best to get where I am, and I lost 14 pounds. 14 pounds, and that's crazy to me. Crazy. And me and my son bond is so important to me, because if I'm healthy, I don't have to worry about him. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta stay healthy. So I was busting in the gym with my big five. Never gave up. I was being goofy. Did all the things that I needed to do to make. I did TikTok after TikTok after TikTok after TikTok after TikTok to help lose weight, doing all the fast dances and all that. I had a waist trainer on and everything. Yeah, so I wore a waist trainer, and now I got you with no fucking vibes. Yay! Say hi. Say hi. And he's a happy baby, you guys. He's a happy baby. Say, go baby, go baby, go. Go baby, go baby, go. Come on, go baby, go baby, go, go baby, go baby, go, go baby, go baby, go baby, go. And now he know how to say mama. Say mama. Say mama. Say mommy. Mommy. Look, baby. Give mama, mama, mama. Go baby, go baby, go, go baby, go baby, go, go baby, go. Say yay! 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 But yeah, guys, that's my whole journey, right, baby? See, that's our whole journey. That's our whole journey together. And now I'm a big boy, and I'm 1 year old, and I can say hi, and I can say mama, dada, and I can say clap, and you can clap and say yay. See, I got baby dances. Hey, watch this, guys. Go baby, go baby, go, 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 go baby, go baby, go. Yay! No, I love you. I love you. See, our bond is so tight, guys. I don't want to let it go. That's all, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, like, share, subscribe, comment, and stay tuned for the next video. I love you guys. Peace.
Hating, they see me and plotting. These niggas steady, they watching. But I'm too up like a mountain. What you